Yo, what's going on YouTube? We back at it with another video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below on what you want next. Today we're talking about something almost everybody growing plants has dealt with at some point. Why does it feel like your plant just stopped growing? You're checking them every day, watering them, giving them light, doing everything you think you can, but they almost look exactly the same. So today I'm going over 5 things that could be holding your plant back and slowing down their growth. And the first one is something I've learned which is extremely important. It's your light. The first thing I would check is your lighting. Your plants need enough light to actually support the amount of growth you're expecting from them. If the light is too weak or too far away, you might be able to notice slower growth or the plant stretching towards the light. But more light isn't automatically better either. If your light is too intense or too close, that can stress the plant out too. So instead of constantly changing your light because you think the plant should be growing faster, pay attention to how they're responding. For my setup, I like having everything controlled and consistent. I'm not trying to make huge changes every single day. Consistency is key. Number 2 is your watering. Sometimes when you see slow growth, your first reaction is to think the plant needs something, so you give it more water. But if the root zone is already staying wet for too long, adding even more water isn't necessarily going to help. At the same time, you don't want to constantly let your plants extremely dry either. Instead of watering just because a certain amount of days has passed, start learning what your plants are telling you. Check the weight of the pot, check the growing medium, look at the leaves, pay attention to how quickly they're using the water. As your plants get bigger, their watering needs change too. Number 3 is the environment. This one people can overlook because you might be focused on the plant itself when the problem is actually what's happening around it. Temperature and humidity and airflow all matter. That's one of the reasons I like using the Spider Farmer GGS ecosystem. I can keep an eye on what's happening inside of my tent instead of constantly guessing. The goal isn't to chase perfect numbers every 5 minutes. It's to create a stable environment where your plants aren't constantly adjusting to the huge changes. If it's hot one day, cold the next, really humid, then extremely dry, you're making it harder to maintain consistent growth. Number 4 is really something I've talked about in another video, and that's pot size and root space. What's happening above the soil is all connected to what's happening underneath it. If you got a plant getting bigger and bigger while the roots are packed into a small container, eventually that can become a limitation, and that's why choosing the right pot size matter. But bigger isn't automatically better from day one either. You want enough room for healthy root development while still being able to manage your watering properly. Healthy roots are a huge part of healthy growth. And number 5 might be the biggest mistake, changing too many things at once. Your plant looks a little different, so you change the light, then you water it, then you change something else in the environment. Then the next day you change something else. Now if the plant improves or gets worse, you don't even know which change caused it. Sometimes the best thing you can do is make one reasonable adjustment and give the plant time to respond. Plants aren't going to completely transform overnight, and that's something I've learned throughout this grow. Sometimes you have to stop messing with everything and give them some time. So if your plants seem like they're growing really slow, don't immediately assume something's seriously wrong. Go through the basics, check your lighting, check your watering, check your environment, think about the root space, and stop changing 5 things at the same time. Once you start eliminating those problems one by one, it becomes much easier to figure out what's actually holding your plants back. If you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for the next couple of clips. Thanks for 30,000 subscribers again, and stay tuned. Today I'm showing you how I automate my entire lighting schedule using the Spider Farmer GGS Smart Ecosystem. Lighting is one of the biggest factors in growing healthy plants. Your light isn't just producing brightness, it's providing the energy your plants need for photosynthesis. Every stage of growth depends on receiving consistent, reliable light. One thing I like about the Spider Farmer lights is the quality of the build. The LED lights are designed to provide an even light distribution across the canopy instead of creating a bright hotspot in one area and weak in the other area. That means your plants can receive more consistent coverage from one side of the tent to the other. The aluminum heatsink is another feature that's easy to overlook, but it's important because it helps dissipate heat without relying on loud cooling fans. Less necessary heat means it's easier to maintain a stable environment inside the tent. When you're trying to control temperature and humidity, every little bit helps. Another reason why I enjoy this setup isn't just because of the light itself, it's because the light becomes a part of an entire Spider Farmer GGS Smart Ecosystem. Instead of every device running independently, everything works together. My controller communicates with my lighting schedule while also monitoring temperature and humidity. At the same time, my inline fan and circulation fans help maintain an environment that my plants need. Rather than manually checking every device throughout the day, I can monitor everything from one location. That saves me time and gives me more consistency. And as we know, consistency is one of the biggest keys to a successful grow. Now let's take a look at the Spider Farmer GGS app. This is where everything becomes really convenient. I can check my light schedule, adjust brightness, monitor environmental conditions, and make changes without even opening my tent. Another feature I really like is being able to dim the light directly from the app. Instead of reaching into the tent every time I want to make an adjustment, I can simply change the intensity from my phone. If my plants are young, I can lower the intensity. As they continue growing, I can gradually increase the output over time. Everything is simple and easy to manage. If I'm away from home, I can still have access to my grow, which gives me extra peace of mind. Another cool feature is the automated sunrise and sunset scheduling. Instead of the lights jumping completely off to 100% brightness, I can create a gradual transition. The lights slowly brighten over time, similar to sun rising outdoors. At the end of the day, they gradually dim off before shutting off. I really like this feature because it creates a much smoother daily routine. The GGS Smart Ecosystem lets me customize those schedules so I can build lighting routines that fit my schedule growth style. Automation like this also means I don't have to remember to make adjustments every single day. The controller handles it for me. Everything works together through the Smart GGS ecosystem. Instead of treating every device separately, they're connected as one complete system. The automation lets me spend less time adjusting equipment and more time actually watching my plants develop. Growing isn't about making huge changes every day. It's about maintaining consistency over the weeks and months, consistent lighting, consistent temperatures, and consistent humidity and consistent airflow. The more stable your environment becomes, the easier it is to keep your plants healthy throughout the grow cycle. Automation helps remove a lot of the guesswork. Rather than wondering if I remember to adjust something before leaving the house, I know my schedules are already programmed. That makes growing much less stressful. Overall, I really enjoy using the Spider Farmer GGS Smart Ecosystem because it combines smart lighting, environmental monitoring, and automation into one connected setup. Being able to create automated light schedules, adjust brightness remotely, and monitor my grow from my phone and have my equipment working together has made managing my grow much easier. If you're interested in learning about the Spider Farmer Smart Ecosystem or checking out their LED grow lights, I'll leave all the links down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comments what future Smart GGS ecosystem you'd like me to test out next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one, and we are out.